If you intend to claim the mobility component of PIP for standing and walking, this video aims to help you get the maximum points that your disability entitles you to. The bulk of this video concentrates on 4 questions that you can ask yourself and answer that I think will help you to answer the assessor's questions effectively. I will also point out some common mistakes to avoid. The video will begin with an explanation of the relevant descriptor, but I've kept that super brief because most of you have read it. It is possible to win the mobility component of PIP on this descriptor alone. Those that cannot stand and then walk for more than 20 metres will gain the enhanced rate. Those who can walk for more than 20 metres but not more than 50 metres should be awarded the standard rate. Your success in gaining points under this descriptor largely depends upon your ability to make detailed descriptions of your difficulties. I have devised 4 questions that you should ask yourself and that I think will help you to cover all the salient points. Let's look at the first question. By the way, whenever I mention the word pain, I also mean discomfort, breathlessness, fatigue, and anything else that stops you from mobilising. It's important to recognise that you are not expected to walk through pain in order to score points under this descriptor. You need to carefully ensure that you don't overestimate the distance that you can walk. Perhaps it's a good idea to test yourself. Stop walking at the first sign of pain and take note of the distance that you have mobilised. Then you can tell the assessor that you did the test and what the results were. Assessors like definite answers, so that would strengthen your case. Think about how the pain makes you feel. Which part of your body hurts when you walk? Why does the pain make walking difficult? Which of your disabilities is the pain connected to? A nice detailed description of the nature of your difficulties lends more weight to what you say. You should think about other ways in which your difficulties in mobilising affect you. Consider safety, for example. Does the pain affect your ability to walk safely? Do you ever lurch, stumble or fall? Does fatigue and breathlessness affect your concentration so that you make dangerous mistakes? Have you ever had an accident? Another consideration is your walking speed. Does the pain make you walk more slowly? You can gain points if it takes you more than twice as long to walk the same distance as an able-bodied person. Can you stand and walk repeatedly, or do you need to take rests? Think carefully about your answers and back them up with examples if you can. The assessor will ask how often you have the pain, how long it lasts, and how far you can walk. When answering questions like this, you must avoid evasive answers. Saying things like, it varies, I don't know, I've never measured it, results in 0 points once the assessor has given you a couple of chances. Perhaps it's best to tell the assessor that you tested yourself and made notes. Those types of assertions are more difficult for the assessor to argue with. Of course, tell the assessor that your notes are in terms of the number of metres, not the number of steps that you took, and not the number of minutes it took you to walk a certain distance. It's fair to tell the assessor that you want to stick closely with your notes so that you avoid guessing answers or estimating things wrongly. In addition to questions about how far you can walk, the assessor is likely to ask how often the pain affects you. Do you have good days and bad days? You will be awarded the points if the pain affects you on more than 50% of the days. So then, that's 4 days in a week. Or if you have a condition that goes into remission but then flares up, it's 6 months out of a year. At this stage of the assessment, you should be very specific and matter of fact with your answers. The thing is that clear, unevasive and detailed answers make your responses more plausible. Let's summarise the main points. Point 1. Don't overestimate the distance that you can mobilise. Tell the assessor how far you can walk before there is any pain. Point 2. Think about how the pain feels and make sure that you can describe it. Point 3. Think about whether walking creates any danger for you. Or do you walk more slowly? Do you need to take rests? Point 4. Tell the assessor that you have tested yourself and made notes. Stick with what you have put in your notes. Don't be lured into guessing answers. Above all, give very definite answers to any questions that begin how often, how far, and how long. I hope that you have found this video helpful. Please like, share and subscribe.